I never in my life thought that I would be making a video like this, but here I am. In the name of me continuing to make YouTube videos for chronicling purposes, for the purpose of me, future Kelsey, looking back and knowing what I was into at the time and what I was learning and what I was doing, I thought that it only felt right to memorialize this moment. Because folks, I'm 26 years old, I don't know how to do makeup. I don't. The only time I've ever worn foundation or concealer in my life was the one time that I got my makeup professionally done for prom senior year. And otherwise, I've worn mascara my whole life. I've worn brow gel for the last 7-8 years. I like eye makeup. I'm interested in eye makeup. It's not professional, probably doesn't even look good, but I'm more interested in that. But as far as like a full face of makeup, I have no idea how to do it. My lovely natural beauty mother never taught me how to do my makeup growing up. We played around with eye makeup, I guess, but besides that, I never learned how to do it. Let's see, I went to high school from 2012 to 2016. And so, as we know from our memories, but also all the funny TikTok trends that have been going around, people's makeup at that time, like, people like caked their face with makeup. And I have a lot of sensory issues when it comes to like anything being on my skin. I have to like force myself to wear lotion, and I've always hated wearing sunscreen. And so the idea of like putting like layers of makeup on my face was just not, I wasn't interested in it. I also touch my face a lot, and so I was like, there's no way that's gonna end well by the end of the school day. And so there were just like a lot of things that kept me from ever learning how to do it. And truthfully, I was not kind about it. I'm sure I was quite bitchy about it. Growing up, I was much more of a guy's girl, unfortunately, than a girl's girl. And I'm very proud that I feel like I have shed a lot of those qualities since growing up. But at the time I was like, I'm not gonna put anything on my face that covers up my natural, God-given beauty. You're beautiful the way you are, and you don't need to do that to your face. And I don't know how else to explain it, but I know that you've heard somebody talk like that, and that was me, quite unfortunately. Even through college, I feel like I was, rude to my roommate as she was learning how to do her makeup. And so I'm trying. As we just saw with the Harry Potter, like, we're trying to heal some inner child Kelsey things. And one of them is learning how to do makeup. I'm quite interested in like the new makeup trends, the like clean, most of it being skincare thing is very appealing to me and my sensory problems. And so I finally worked up the courage and decided I was gonna do it, but I needed a lot of help. So first step was I texted my friend Shayla, who is a fashionista queen in New York City. She had this like giant blinding makeup mirror in our room when we were roommates senior year of college. I just trust her with all things like this. And so I texted her and was like, you know me, for someone who doesn't know anything about makeup, where should I start? And she sent me this lovely text message with a little list of an affordable, easy place to start. So I took this list and peppered in some suggestions from Sam and headed to Target. I didn't take any video because I was already panicking. Like, this might sound silly, but this stuff scares me. Like, I don't do well with the idea that I don't know everything ever. And so being confused and not sure what I wanted to buy in the store, I was panicked the entire time. And I was texting Sam, like, I literally didn't even do any of the work. I already knew what I was going in there to buy, and I was literally texting Sam pictures of the different, you know, shades and was like, which one should I buy? Like, I literally did none of the work and I was still panicked. So I didn't take any videos, but I can reenact for you exactly what it looked like the entire time. No, go ahead. Sorry. No, yeah. The entire time. Then I brought it home and I tried to watch an Alana Davidson video and got overwhelmed because I didn't know what she was doing, so I called Sam. And I had to have her explain it to me. And so I'm just gonna go for it, still not really knowing what I'm doing, and talk a little bit and probably confuse and appall people that really like makeup as they watch me just completely butcher it. And if you have any suggestions on doing something different, a different product that I should use, anything like that, I will take all of the help that I can get. I am ready to bow down in the face of I don't know, which is huge for me as I have tears in my eyes. So that's what's gonna happen. Okay, Sam says to put moisturizer on first. I washed my face this morning and used toner because I have a naturally oily face. And then besides that, I don't have anything on right now except for like chapstick. So I'm just gonna use this. I already had this moisturizer. I also didn't get into using skincare until the last couple of years. It was also a matter of pride thing where like I didn't grow up doing it and I was confused about what everything was and I didn't want to ask for help. And so I didn't do skincare until I turned 23 probably. I think it was during the pandemic I finally decided to get into it. I basically use all Laneige products, which I have learned regardless, like they're very expensive and I wish that wasn't what I liked, but I've learned that it doesn't bother my sensory issues. It's like the right amount of thickness. And I'm also like with the sensory thing is like smells are very important to me. And I really like the smell of the Laneige stuff and it like barely smells like anything and I prefer that. The only other moisturizer that I have is this, which I don't even know that this is like a good or recommended company, but I love the smell of it. It's like a green tea and it was on sale at Target when I first started learning how to do skincare. So I figured I'll use the rest of this up under makeup stuff. Next I think is this. I know that people do stuff in different orders. I haven't quite learned like my preferred way to do this yet. I've seen people squirt it on their face, so I'm gonna try that. I know people do these in different orders. Everyone keeps telling me, they're like, you'll just learn over time what works best for your skin and what you like. And I'm like, that's what I'm scared of. I truthfully don't know how much of this to use. That's the other thing. Like, are you supposed to be able to tell that you have it on, or is that the point of the like clean girl aesthetic is that you can't tell? Cause like, I think I need more than that, right? I don't know, can you tell? I haven't tried a beauty blender yet. Truthfully, they scare me. I don't know why, except for all the reasons that I just gave you for why makeup stuff scares me. I know people use fingers and hands a lot, which I feel like I'll get into at some point, but brush just like feels right, but I don't, that just might be because I don't know. At what point do you call it good? Okay, in the name of trying things out, I'm gonna add a little bit more just to see. Okay. Okay, so all I know about concealer, so put it on, this is what covers up blemishes, right? Is this the one that you're supposed to like, let it sit for a second before you rub it in? I think so. Let me use my finger for this. Oh, that was a lot of makeup. Okay, that was too much for future reference. I don't want to blend more. It might also just be the wrong shade, I guess. Okay, we're gonna call that for now. Ugh. You do blush first or bronzer? Blush or bronzer first. Bronzer goes on first, then blush, then highlighter. What's the best way to do this? These are those, they're called putty. And I don't know. Okay, see, I'm just gonna do it like contour. See, I'm like literally just rub stuff off of my face. I don't know if I like these putty ones. I feel like although they probably are more comfortable than liquid ones, I feel like I don't like putting them on so far. Because like, what is this? Why are you doing, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Ow, mother. It's funny, I feel like I can't tell as much in a mirror, but I can see the difference in my camera. Okay, blush on the top of your cheekbone, right? Okay, and then, so you're supposed to bring it like up to make a more seamless transition, is what I've been hearing. Or where else are you supposed to put blush? Is it on the tip of your nose or is that highlighter? I feel like that's highlighter. It's highlighter. Now I look like a clown. Okay, hold on. It's bronzer though. You put on the sides of your nose, right? Or is that only if you want to contour it? I guess we'll try it. Why not? What does one do when they have a nose ring in the way? I don't know about that. I feel like I couldn't get the lines like thin enough like they usually do. Oh my god, I need to stop rubbing my face. Now the stuff I know how to do. Okay, usually for my eyebrows, I've been using this guy. I do have the e.l.f. brow lift, which I know that people really like. I just feel like it always gives like a laminated look to my brows, and that's not my favorite look like on me because my brows are so like thick this way that I feel like they take up half of my face when I use that. So I'm just gonna use this that I usually use. I've heard it stays a lot better with the other stuff, which I understand, but I'm not going anywhere today, so. I feel like this doesn't like change the look of my brows too much, which, you know, once I stopped plucking them into oblivion in the early 2010s, I really like my brows. So I like that it doesn't like change them too much. It kind of just pushes them on the same direction. Anytime I do my brows, that old sisters not twins comes into my head. Okay, mascara. I have a couple of mascaras. My favorite right now is this guy. I really like when mascara is just clean, doesn't have any clumps in it, but also isn't super like bold, I guess. Like, I like the clean mascara look. When I want it a little more bold for whatever reason, for the type of outfit I'm wearing, I do have one of the like travel size Better Than Sex, which I don't mind that. And then I really like that everyone has been getting into like the popularization of the like brown eye makeup, if that's what's right for you tonally, and I feel like it works for me. I feel like black doesn't look bad on me, but I do like the way the brown looks. So right now in the brown, I just have this guy. It's e.l.f. in brown. So I feel like this look will look best with brown, so I'll do that. I do have, frick, my least favorite part about makeup. This is a torture device. I hate this. I have never been able to do it and not pinch myself, and like it's something about the shape of it, like to get my entire eye, I feel like is impossible. I always end up with like bent in the wrong direction pieces at one end or the other because I feel like it just like doesn't fit the shape of my eye. I haven't done any research to see if there's like different options for that, but ow. Like, I just don't understand how you're supposed to get it at the root but not pinch yourself. And then these then are like bent. I don't even know if you can see that, but, and I didn't even hold it for that long. I can't. I just don't do this on a day-to-day basis because I hate it so badly. That's gonna do. Okay. This isn't my favorite for like a clean look. I think I'll have to probably get into a different brand mascara now that I know that I like it. I might even go a little bit lighter. I feel like this is so dark that it just looks black on my eyelashes. But I wonder if they have brown in the Cleantopia that I like. That would probably be good. I don't usually do, unless it like just looks right that day, I don't usually do mascara all the way across the bottom of my eye. I didn't used to wear any on my bottom lash. I thought it made me look like Raggedy Ann. But now I usually just do like the outer edge of it. I don't... About to go back in. Okay. When it comes to other eye makeup, I typically like using eyeshadow with like a slanted brush, you know, and just using that as eyeliner, or an eyeliner of sorts. When I do use actual eyeliner, I really like the like gel liners. So ColourPop just released those like cream gel liners, and I got one of those in brown for the first time when I got that brown mascara, and I like those guys. I just use, it's all rubbed off, so I don't even know what brand this is, but I always use that. I don't have a steady enough hand to do liquid liner. And I'm sure it's just because I'm like not used to seeing makeup on myself, but I've never liked the look of a liquid liner on myself, or like anything too drastic. With these, I can be quite messy and it doesn't matter. For myself, I really like any like earthy tones when it comes to eyeshadows. I feel like black doesn't usually look right. This is a disaster, but you can tell which ones I use. This is an e.l.f. palette, and I really like this like Fuji feels in the bottom, this one. And then this guy, sometimes when I want like a little extra something, and that one's Rock Bottom. And I just use those. They're like sparkly and they've got like a little bit of a black tint in them. So I like those. I guess I should have done this before my mascara again. I feel like I'm like all over the place because I'm nervous. But I just usually put that on with like it's an eyeliner. I feel like I'm more comfortable doing this because this is the kind of stuff that my mom used to use. She always had like a shimmery eyeliner, and I typically like the way that looks with my eyes. I just used the lighter one because I felt like it would look better with the bronzer and the blush color, but I still like the darker palette better. So the stuff I'm putting on doesn't really like match. I don't know that I would do all of this to go out. This is just kind of for the purpose of doing my makeup. And sometimes I go under it a little bit. And it kind of makes it like a smoky look without being like a full black. What's left? Okay, so lip stuff I've gotten into in the last, I would say year and a half. That was like my starting point for getting into makeup and something that felt feasible. And I have tried many different things. I'm very picky again about the feeling of it. And so I've tried quite a few different things. The only things that I've like kept, that's the other thing that I hate about trying lip products, is like if you don't like it, it's like it's not sanitary to give it to someone else. So you just have to throw it away, and that sucks. But the few things I have this Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I think this is supposed to be like a plumping thing. And I don't mind that one when I want something pinky, which I feel like is what would look best with like the makeup I did before the eye makeup. I also have, I went all out one day and got a MAC Glow Play that I really liked. This was about all I wore for the first few months. Once I found this, I was so happy that I like didn't want to try anything else. But I discovered with getting this product that part of why I never wore lipstick and stuff growing up, or I felt very self-conscious when I did, was because I love the look of like the red lip, but that doesn't look right on my face. It looks very out of place. And I learned through this process that what I like best on my face is the like berries and the plums. So my absolute favorite lip thing to do, which I'm gonna do with this one, even though I probably again wouldn't wear it with this, is like a cheap e.l.f. I'll have to look up what it's called, but it's just like an e.l.f. It's like almost a chapstick almost is what it like feels like, more like that than like lipstick. And I really like this color on my face. I feel like it looks a lot more, not natural, but it's the right tone, I feel like. But then typically I like to put this on top, which this is one of the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. And this is the gummy bear flavor. And I just really love Laneige. I wish I didn't for my wallet, but I feel like this has like a purpley glossy tint to it. But to put this over top, I really like how it looks. So I really like, yeah, I really like how that looks with my skin tone. I'm still getting used to the rest of the makeup on my face, so I feel like every time I look up, I'm like, ugh. But that isn't like the longest lasting wear. But I don't mind that, again, with the sensory thing. Like, I like that I don't have to like scrub it for it to come off, and that I don't feel it too much when I'm wearing it. But those two are something that I will like continue to rebuy when I run out of these. So those are those go-tos. Besides that, I think I'm done. I mean, it doesn't look all that different. I definitely, putting the extra eyeshadow on top isn't my favorite. So for future reference to Kelsey, I think the eyeshadow is more for, maybe without the blush, I feel like is what's throwing it off. I don't know, I think I'm just not used to seeing my face with like literally any makeup on it. And so I feel like I look like I'm like trying too hard. But that's just my self-consciousness talking, and I know that, but I don't know. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'm trying. I guess that's the end of that sentence. I'm trying. To end on a happier note, that's not me just being confused. I went to a Cold War Kids concert. I got a signed poster. I'm so happy about it. Is it gonna, there we go. I have loved them for like 10 years and I've never gotten to go to one of their concerts before. So that was so much fun. That was one of my favorite concerts, honestly. They were amazing. But anyways, besides the subject changed, thank you for helping me, Sam and Shay, and for answering my questions. Young Kelsey, old Kelsey apologizes for young Kelsey being bitchy to people when they wanted to wear makeup. We're all learning, and some days I'm really protective of young Kelsey and I stand up for her, and some days I'm like, why did you do that? As I think we all are. So I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to, you know, do all that inner child healing that I talked about with Harry Potter, and I don't know. I'm trying. I will take any suggestions you have. Thanks, bye.
How'd I do?
Otherwise I think it looks okay. And not doing, I don't know.